Guys, we need to start posting on Instagram intentionally, not just throwing darts at the wall. It's been around long enough that now we should be making decisions based on the type of content that resonates well on each feature. So to break it down, basically in today's video, I want to talk about what type of content should you be posting on Reels versus Stories versus Lives, et cetera, because instead of looking at like your Instagram as a one sort of tool, look at each of these features and start asking yourself, how can I use these tools to really grow potentially, right? So I work with a lot of influencers and creators. They want to grow their platforms. They want to grow their personal brands. But maybe you're watching and you're like, I want to grow my bottom line. I want to sell more stuff or whatever that case may be. By using these sort of features intentionally, you are going to see that you're using the platform to the best ability. Now, again, as someone who has an influencer community of over 140,000 creators plus, I get advice, right? I get to hear from you guys directly and I get to try these strategies myself. So let's go and start at the beginning and break down these features and how we should be using them as influencers and creators to grow our channels, as well as being able to show positive engagement and hopefully get those brands to want to partner with us because we're seeing our accounts really take off. So the first place are Reels, Instagram Reels. It comes as no surprise. If you've been on YouTube, you know this is where you're going to get the new people in the door. Reels go out to everyone. I always say it goes out to strangers, right? So if we're trying to get anyone to the party, that's how we're going to do it. It's through Instagram Reels. Now, you can't post like story type content on Reels because that's why your Reels are going to flop. You need to think about your Reel as, what would I post if this was the first time someone was going to be meeting me or seeing me? And oftentimes when you get pushed out by the algorithm, right? When someone sees your Reel, that's the first time they've ever engaged with your content. They don't know you. How many times do you just watch Reels and just keep scrolling? I know I do, unless someone really grabs my attention. So I would say use Reels as a place to kind of put that first impression and to actually put a little bit of effort behind the attention grabbing nature of this content. Like, for example, the way short form video is you really just got a few seconds to get someone in, right? It's that hook. On YouTube, we get to be a little bit more long-winded, but on Instagram, on that Instagram Reel, you got about 3 seconds. So are you going to say something like, you will never guess the one destination that has the highest blah, 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 blah. See what I'm doing? It's like a hook. And that's the type of strategy that obviously you want to use in your Instagram Reels content, but you want to create content on Reels that's entertaining, inspiring, and attractive. Attractive in the sense of that it's like engaging, it's bringing someone in that has never met you. So when I think about our Reel strategies, I always assume it's the first time someone has seen me. Now your Instagram Stories, totally different world. This is when you're really trying to build community and rapport with your audience. What I mean by that is like, this is where you can show them stuff that's not on your niche. Let's just say you're a food blogger and all you do is show food, but on Stories, you want to show what you did this weekend or you and your husband cooking, whatever. This is where people get to know the real you, the unfiltered, unedited you. Instagram Stories may be one of the most authentic places for a lot of people because they're in the moment, they're quick, they are not meant to be like highly edited. You know, they're not trending music or trending sounds like maybe you'll see on Reels. This is that time to connect with your audience in a one-way street type of way, right? Because when you're posting Stories, you're just talking to your people, but you're not really able to kind of talk back with them. Now that's where Lives become really cool. And I was actually on a call earlier this week with one of our creators, and she was telling me how she goes live like every day. And I was so inspired by that. And though she's going live, I believe, on TikTok, she's like, oh yeah, I know the people that are going to be showing up. So Lives are where you start community. This is where you build that leadership. You are like the head of the castle, you know, you're the queen bee. And I know sometimes it's weird to do lives, especially in the very beginning, because you're like, not a lot of people are going to show up, or like, what do I say, or what do I do? But hearing from this creator how she does it almost every day, she's like, oh yeah, I'll just be like working out and just go on a live after, or just talk to my people. This is where you can talk back with them. This is where that two-way street, right? Because remember, Stories, it's sharing that hidden part of you, but it's still one way. Whereas lives, you get to hear from your audience in real time, get their feedback, and build true connection. Now, another type of content you're going to see is obviously the static posts, which is just the post on your feed, but they're different, right? Like carousels are really great for educating. They're great to kind of build suspense, right? Like step 1, step 2, step 3. Or if you're storytelling, I love following some carousels that I feel like have really good storytelling because there's not too much text on the screen and I'm able to follow easily. That's a great way to use your carousel strategy. Now, the good news is that single posts on Instagram are supposedly making a comeback. I know a lot of people were stressed with all the photos and all the video and Instagram being TikTok number 2. And Instagram has made statements saying, we're going to be a photo sharing platform again. So you don't have to feel like you can't be posting, photos or single posts that are not carousel style. You can actually. And this is where I kind of say, break the rules, don't do what you're told to do, but do what you want to do. You want to post a photo, post a photo. But remember, intentionally use that caption space to talk about why you're posting what it is that you're doing, or to build that storytelling capacity that maybe you're not strong at yet, but with practice, it will come. Captions are a great place to storytell strategically, right? So whether you're doing a carousel or a single post or a live or story or a reel, I want you guys to remember they're different spaces for a reason. They have different strategies for a reason. So hopefully now you'll have a little bit of clarity on the different features for this platform and how you can be using them efficiently. If you guys liked this video, make sure to like it, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you guys in the next video.